At 68, Michael sat on his bed, hands trembling with a fear he couldn't name. The same hands that once built houses, raised children, and held his wife close for 40 years. But now they betrayed him when he needed them most. 3 months since his wife passed, and when he finally felt ready to embrace life again, to maybe find companionship, his body whispered, "You're done." The spark that once defined him as a man felt extinguished, leaving only the hollow echo of what he used to be. That crushing moment when your body doesn't respond, when the fire that once burned bright seems reduced to cold ashes. When you look in the mirror and wonder if this is just what 60 feels like, tired, defeated, less than the man you once were. Have you felt that devastating silence that follows failure in the bedroom? That moment when your confidence crumbles and decades of masculine pride dissolve into shame. You avoid eye contact, make excuses, and slowly retreat from intimacy altogether. The woman who once made your heart race now represents your deepest fear, the moment when your body reveals its betrayal. This isn't just about sex, it's about dignity, about feeling alive, about maintaining that essential spark that makes you feel like the man you've always been. Tonight, I want to share something that might change everything you believe about aging and vitality. Something that could reignite that spark you thought was lost forever. What if the solution isn't inexpensive treatments, but sitting in your kitchen? I'm Dr. Megan Fischer, and for over 20 years, I've dedicated my practice to helping men over 60 reclaim their vitality, confidence, and sense of manhood. I've sat across from thousands of men who thought their best days were behind them, who believed declining performance was simply the price of aging. But here's what I've learned. The human body is far more resilient than we give it credit for. Your circulation, your hormones, your very essence as a vibrant man, they're not gone. They're just waiting for the right fuel to reignite that fire within you. The spark that makes you feel alive, attractive, and powerfully masculine doesn't have to dim with age. It just needs the proper nourishment to burn bright again. Here's the harsh truth. Most doctors won't tell you. What you're experiencing isn't just getting older. It's the gradual starvation of your cardiovascular system. Blood flow, the very lifeblood of masculine performance, begins to slow as arterial walls stiffen and circulation becomes sluggish. The same process threatening your heart is sabotaging your manhood. When blood can't flow freely to where it's needed most, when that crucial surge of life-giving circulation fails to respond to desire, everything you associate with being a vital man begins to fade. Your body isn't broken, it's suffocating. The engine of your vitality is running on empty, desperately needing premium fuel to restore its power and performance to what you once knew. Think of your circulatory system as the engine of your vitality. For decades, this engine has powered every aspect of your masculine performance, from morning energy to evening intimacy. But like any engine, without proper fuel and maintenance, it begins to sputter. The spark plugs get dirty, the fuel lines clog, and suddenly that once reliable machine struggles to start. The tragedy isn't that this happens, it's that most men accept it as inevitable. They park their engines instead of learning how to restore them to their former power and reliability. But what if I told you that the right fuel could have your engine purring like it did 20 years ago? What if premium circulation fuel was as close as your local grocery store? The consequences ripple through every area of your life like dominoes falling in slow motion. You wake up tired, drag through your days, and approach evenings with anxiety instead of anticipation. Your confidence erodes not just in the bedroom, but in boardrooms, at social gatherings, in every interaction where you once stood tall as a vibrant man. You begin avoiding situations where your vitality might be tested, slowly shrinking your world until you're living a shadow of the life you once enjoyed. This isn't just aging, this is surrender. And it doesn't have to be your story. The man you were, the spark that defined you, the confidence that made you attractive, it's all still there, waiting for the right fuel to reignite. What's happening inside your body is a perfect storm of circulation decline, reduced nitric oxide production, and hormonal shifts, creating a cascade of performance issues. Your blood vessels lose flexibility. Nitric oxide, nature's circulation booster, decreases by nearly 40% after age 60, and testosterone levels drop by 1 to 2% annually. It's like having a car with clogged fuel lines, worn spark plugs, and diluted gasoline. Every system that once worked in perfect harmony to make you feel alive and vital is now struggling to function. But understanding this is the first step toward reversing it. Your body still remembers how to perform, it just needs the right nutrients to unlock that memory and restore the flow that makes you feel powerfully alive. Let me tell you about Robert, a 72-year-old retired teacher who came to my clinic last spring. His story might sound familiar. After retirement, Robert felt like he was disappearing. His energy was gone, his confidence shattered, and his relationship with his wife of 45 years was suffering. "Dr. Fischer," he said, "I feel like I'm watching my life from the sidelines." His blood pressure was borderline high, his circulation poor, and he hadn't felt truly alive in months. Robert was ready to accept that his vital years were over. He thought this was just what 72 looked like. The spark that once made him feel like a powerful, attractive man seemed permanently extinguished. But Robert was about to discover something remarkable. Robert's transformation began with something surprisingly simple. Instead of immediately reaching for medications or complex treatments, we started with nutrition specifically. Foods that could naturally restore his circulation and reignite his body's own production of vitality-boosting compounds. Within 6 weeks of incorporating certain nutrient-dense fruits into his daily routine, Robert noticed something remarkable. His energy returned first, then his confidence, and finally, the part that made him tear up in my office, his sense of himself as a vital, attractive man returned. His wife noticed too, telling me later that she felt like she had her husband back. The spark in his eyes, the confidence in his walk, the way he held her hand, it was like watching a man come back to life. Then there's James, 65, a widower, who thought his days of romance were over. After losing his wife 2 years ago, James had slowly retreated from life. When he finally felt ready to consider companionship again, his body seemed to have other plans. The few times he attempted intimacy, his performance anxiety became a self-fulfilling prophecy. "I felt like half a man," he confided. James was convinced that his age meant accepting a life without passion, without that spark that makes you feel truly alive. He was preparing to resign himself to loneliness, believing his masculine vitality was just another casualty of time. The fire that once burned bright in his chest seemed cold, dead, irretrievable. James had given up on feeling like a man again. James discovered that his circulation issues weren't permanent damage, they were nutritional deficiencies that could be addressed naturally. By focusing on specific fruits, rich in compounds that support blood flow and hormonal balance, James experienced what he called a resurrection. His circulation improved, his confidence returned, and within 3 months, he was dating again. "I feel like I'm 45 again," he told me. Not in a desperate way, but in that confident, vital way where you know you have something real to offer. James proved that vitality after 60 isn't about turning back the clock, it's about optimizing what you have. The engine of his masculinity didn't need replacing, it just needed premium fuel to run at peak performance again. The science behind this transformation is both elegant and accessible. Harvard researchers have identified specific compounds called flavonoids that act like natural circulation enhancers. These powerful molecules work by stimulating your body's production of nitric oxide, nature's way of opening blood vessels and improving flow to every organ that matters for masculine vitality. Think of flavonoids as natural tune-up mechanics for your circulatory engine. They clean out the built-up deposits, restore flexibility to blood vessel walls, and help your cardiovascular system remember how to perform at its peak. When Harvard scientists study something, you know it's backed by serious research. These aren't folk remedies, they're scientifically proven circulation boosters that work naturally with your body's own systems. Studies from the Mayo Clinic show that men who consume high levels of these circulation-boosting compounds experience significant improvements in erectile function, energy levels, and overall cardiovascular health. The mechanism is beautifully simple. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reaching every cell in your body, including those responsible for masculine performance. When your blood flows freely, when your heart pumps efficiently, when your circulation responds quickly to demand, that's when you feel alive again. That's when the engine of your vitality purrs like it did decades ago. The Mayo Clinic research proves that your body still wants to perform at peak levels. It just needs the right fuel to make it happen naturally and sustainably. The key lies in understanding that your body still wants to perform. It just needs the right fuel. Antioxidants from specific fruits work like premium gasoline for your circulation, clearing out the oxidative stress that clogs your cardiovascular system. These compounds don't just improve blood flow, they actually help regenerate the cellular machinery responsible for producing nitric oxide. It's like giving your body the tools to rebuild its own performance enhancement system. The research is clear. The right nutrients can restore function you thought was permanently lost. Your circulation system has an incredible capacity for renewal when given proper nutrition. Think of these fruits as sending a repair crew to fix and optimize every blood vessel in your body. What makes this approach so powerful is that you're not masking symptoms, you're addressing the root cause. When you provide your circulatory system with the specific nutrients it needs to function optimally, everything improves. Energy increases because your cells are getting better oxygen delivery. Performance improves because blood flow responds more readily to demand. Confidence returns because you feel your body responding the way it used to. This isn't about artificial enhancement, it's about natural restoration of your body's own vitality systems. You're not forcing your body to do something unnatural, you're giving it the premium fuel it needs to remember how powerful and vital it can be. The spark of your manhood doesn't need to be rekindled, it just needs proper fuel to burn bright again. The first fruit that can transform your circulation is the humble pomegranate. This ruby red powerhouse contains more antioxidants than red wine or green tea, specifically compounds that boost nitric oxide production by up to 30%. Think of pomegranate as premium fuel for your circulation engine. Iranian studies show that men who consumed pomegranate juice daily for 8 weeks experienced significant improvements in blood flow and performance. The secret lies in pomegranate's unique ability to protect and enhance the cells that line your blood vessels, keeping them flexible and responsive. Each glass of pomegranate juice is like giving your cardiovascular system a complete tune-up, clearing out the deposits that slow circulation and restoring the flexibility that makes blood flow effortlessly to where you need it most. Watermelon might seem like simple summer refreshment, but it's actually nature's circulation enhancer. Rich in citrulline, an amino acid that converts directly to nitric oxide in your body, watermelon works like a natural circulation booster. Texas researchers found that citrulline supplementation improved blood vessel function in just 6 weeks. Eating watermelon regularly gives your body the raw materials it needs to produce its own performance enhancement. Think of each juicy bite as adding premium circulation fuel to your tank. The beautiful thing about watermelon is how easy and enjoyable it is to consume. You're not choking down bitter medicine, you're enjoying sweet, refreshing fruit that happens to be one of nature's most powerful circulation enhancers. Your body craves this natural fuel. Blueberries pack an incredible punch in a tiny package. These dark blue gems contain anthocyanins, powerful compounds that specifically target blood vessel health and circulation. Studies show that men who eat blueberries regularly have better arterial flexibility and improved blood flow throughout their bodies. The beauty of blueberries is their convenience. You can add them to morning oatmeal, afternoon snacks, or evening smoothies. Each handful is like sending a maintenance crew to repair and optimize your circulation highways. The anthocyanins in blueberries work at the cellular level, protecting and strengthening the inner walls of your blood vessels. Think of blueberries as tiny blue mechanics working around the clock to keep your circulation system running smoothly and efficiently for optimal masculine performance. Dark grapes, especially those with seeds, contain resveratrol and other compounds that act like natural circulation restorers. The same compounds that make red wine heart healthy are concentrated in dark grapes, without the alcohol that can actually impair circulation. Mediterranean studies show that men who consume dark grapes regularly maintain better cardiovascular function well into their 70s and 80s. Think of grapes as nature's way of keeping your blood vessels young and responsive, maintaining that vital flow that makes you feel alive and capable. The resveratrol in dark grapes works like an anti-aging compound for your entire cardiovascular system, keeping your blood vessels flexible and your circulation flowing like a much younger man's. Each cluster of grapes is packed with the fuel your vitality engine needs. The fifth fruit that can revolutionize your vitality is the avocado. Rich in healthy fats, potassium, and circulation-supporting nutrients, avocados work like natural engine oil for your cardiovascular system. They help reduce inflammation that damages blood vessels while providing the building blocks for healthy hormone production. Mexican populations with high avocado consumption show remarkably low rates of circulation problems and maintain vitality well into advanced age. Adding half an avocado to your daily routine is like giving your circulation system the premium maintenance it deserves. The healthy fats in avocados are essential for hormone production, including testosterone, while the potassium helps maintain healthy blood pressure. Think of avocados as the complete fuel system service your body needs to maintain peak masculine performance naturally. The beauty of this approach is its simplicity and sustainability. You don't need prescriptions, complicated schedules, or expensive supplements. These fruits are available in any grocery store, affordable for most budgets, and delicious enough that eating them feels like pleasure, not medicine. Start with one fruit per day and gradually incorporate all 5 into your routine. Mix them into smoothies, add them to meals, or enjoy them as snacks. The key is consistency, giving your body this premium circulation fuel daily so it can rebuild and restore its natural vitality. Within weeks, you'll notice improved energy. Within months, you'll feel that spark of masculine confidence returning. This isn't about quick fixes, it's about sustainable restoration of the vital man you've always been. What I've witnessed in my practice goes beyond physical improvement. It's a complete restoration of masculine confidence and joy in life. Men who felt invisible start standing taller. Widowers who thought romance was over begin dating again. Married men rediscover the spark that made their wives fall in love with them decades ago. This isn't just about performance, it's about reclaiming your identity as a vital, attractive, confident man who has every right to feel alive and passionate at any age. The transformation happens gradually but profoundly. First comes increased energy, then improved confidence, and finally, that unmistakable spark that makes you feel powerfully masculine again. You don't just perform better, you feel like the man you've always been inside. Your circulation, your vitality, your sense of masculine confidence, none of these have to diminish with age. What diminishes is the fuel you're giving your body to maintain peak performance. When you provide your cardiovascular system with the premium nutrients it needs, when you feed your circulation the compounds that keep blood flowing freely, when you give your body the tools to produce its own vitality enhancement, that's when you discover that 60, 70, even 80 can be years of power, passion, and profound masculine confidence. Age becomes wisdom about how to fuel your body properly, rather than a sentence of decline. You're not fighting age, you're optimizing it, making every year better than the last because you know how to maintain your engine properly. The spark that makes you feel alive, attractive, and powerfully masculine doesn't diminish with time, it just needs premium fuel to burn bright. These 5 fruits aren't magic bullets. They're scientific nutrition that works with your body's natural systems to restore circulation, boost nitric oxide production, and reignite the fire of your vitality. Your body remembers how to be vital, how to respond with power and confidence, how to make you feel like the attractive, capable man you've always been. It just needs the right fuel to access that memory and restore the performance you thought was lost forever. Every day you wait is another day of accepting less than you deserve. Every day you fuel your body properly is another step back toward the vital man you're meant to be. Remember this, you are not broken, expired, or past your prime. You're a man whose engine needs premium fuel to run at peak performance. Your body still wants to respond, still wants to feel alive, still wants to experience the full spectrum of masculine vitality. Age doesn't have to mean acceptance of decline. It can mean wisdom about how to maintain and even enhance what makes you feel like the powerful, attractive, vital man you've always been. The fire in your chest, the spark in your eyes, the confidence in your walk, it's all still there, waiting for the right fuel to burn bright again. You have every right to feel vital, attractive, and powerfully masculine at any age. These fruits are simply the key to unlock what's already yours. If this message resonates with you, if you're ready to reclaim your vitality and reignite that spark of masculine confidence, I want to hear from you. Share in the comments which of these 5 fruits you're willing to try first. Subscribe to this channel if you're committed to joining thousands of men who refuse to accept decline as inevitable. And please, share this video with any man in your life who deserves to know that his best days don't have to be behind him. Together, we're creating a movement of men who age with power, passion, and unshakable confidence. Your vitality isn't gone, it's just waiting for premium fuel. The spark that makes you feel truly alive is ready to ignite again. Give your body what it needs, and watch yourself transform back into the vital, confident, powerfully masculine man you've always been.